Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is a comparison between Moto G4 Plus and the Redmi Note 3. It is important to know that we are comparing two different kinds of beasts over here. One is a true beast like the true king of Westeros and the other one is currently sitting on the throne. And yes, I am talking about Game of Thrones for reference. Redmi has a unibody metal design with two plastic strips on the top and bottom for antennas which are not easily noticeable, and it has a fingerprint scanner on the back easily accessible to your index finger. Moto G has a metal frame with a plastic back panel and a tiny fingerprint scanner on the front. I always say design is a personal choice, but in this comparison at least, Redmi Note 3 is the winner in terms of aesthetics. Moto G has just a fingerprint scanner, whereas the Redmi comes with fingerprint scanner and an infrared blaster. Fingerprint scanners on both the devices are capable of storing 5 fingerprints and they can be used to unlock applications and authenticate transactions. Additionally, on Redmi Note 3 you can take pictures using the fingerprint scanner. In terms of hardware, I would definitely say Redmi Note 3 is the winner because of the additional infrared sensor. Both the devices have pretty good displays. As a personal preference, I like the Moto G's display, but its maximum brightness levels are low when compared to Redmi Note 3. Outdoor legibility on Redmi Note 3 will be better than Moto G, so I would say displays is pretty much a tie. If you use your phone mostly indoor, then Moto G should be a good pick for you, and if you use your phone a lot outside in outdoor condition or in very bright conditions, then Redmi Note 3 will be the better choice in terms of display. Moto G comes with a 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture, face detection autofocus and the laser assisted focus, and also has a dual tone LED flash. On the front we have the 5 megapixel camera with f2.2 aperture, whereas Redmi Note 3 comes with similar specs, 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture, face detection autofocus, dual tone LED flash. On the front we have the 5 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture. On the paper both look similar, but there is a considerable difference between Moto G and Redmi Note 3. Moto G comes with an additional laser assisted focus which makes focusing objects insanely fast on Moto G when compared to Redmi Note 3. Additionally, Moto G also has a 68-degree wide-angle camera on the front. So Moto G is definitely the best phone in the camera department under 15,000 rupees, right after old Mi 4. So Moto G is the winner in terms of camera performance. If you want more details or in-depth comparison between these two phones, I have a separate video for that, do check it out. Moto G sports a Snapdragon 617 processor with Adreno 405 GPU, and Redmi Note 3 comes with a Snapdragon 650 processor with Adreno 510. Both the phones come in two variants with 2GB RAM, 16GB internal storage and 3GB RAM and 32GB of internal storage. These are the benchmark scores. This was pretty much expected. Redmi Note 3 is the best phone under 15,000 rupees in terms of performance, and Moto G is somewhere in the middle. For best gaming experience, go for Redmi Note 3. For basic small games like Candy Crush, Temple Run, Moto G will suffice you. Both the devices have heating issues, but on heavy usage, Moto G heats up more than the Redmi Note 3. In terms of software experience, I would favor Moto G because of the stock Android experience and everything is fluid, no lag whatsoever. Moto G offers the best experience without any lag or any software bugs. We don't have a lot of software features, we just have few gestures like chop to toggle the flash, flip the phone to open the camera, and some more motion gestures. Redmi Note 3 comes with MIUI and it's a very heavily skinned version of Android, and we are still stuck in the Lollipop version, whereas the Moto G is running the Marshmallow. In terms of software features, Redmi Note 3 definitely wins, and it is coupled with the best performance, so it wins once again by a far lead. For a basic user who uses maybe 10 to 15 apps at max, you won't find a lot of difference between the performance of Moto G and the Redmi Note 3. But if you're an average user who wants to play a lot of games, who uses a lot of apps, the difference in performance will be very noticeable. Even if you're not able to notice the difference now, maybe after a year or 1.5 years, Redmi Note 3 will be still running very smoothly, whereas Moto G will be struggling because of a slightly underpowered device. Audio experience on Moto G is better than Redmi Note 3. By better, I don't mean it's awesome, it's just better than Redmi. It is even louder than Note 3 but lacks quality. Audio experience is always subjective, so you can choose to believe me or not in the audio department. Moto G comes with a 3000 mAh non-removable battery and Redmi Note 3 comes with 4050 mAh non-removable battery. When it comes to battery, both play a different game. Moto G has a smaller battery with a fast charging technology and Redmi has a bigger battery with just a normal fast charger. So it's your choice. Do you want a phone that will last you an entire day, or do you want a phone which you can charge very quickly? So depending on that, you can choose the best phone for yourself. On normal usage, Moto G will definitely last you an entire day, and on normal usage, Redmi Note 3 will definitely last you 2 days. So there's a huge difference between the two phones. Primary deciding factor for anyone will be the camera. Moto G simply has the better camera and Redmi offers rest of the things in a more even out fashion. Is camera really your preference? Are you willing to neglect other categories just for the sake of a good camera? That's your preference. The next deciding factor will be the brand. At a subconscious level, many think Moto is a better brand than Xiaomi, or Xiaomi is a Chinese brand or something like that. I'm not here to change their minds or argue about that, but a brand shouldn't be a reason to buy a phone or reject a phone. The final deciding factor will be MI Protect. With Redmi Note 3 you can get MI Protect, which is an accidental insurance cover policy which will cover your accidental damages. So that's one of the reasons why I never used a tempered glass or any screen guard on Mi 5 or the Redmi Note 3. So it's a reliability or it's a confidence that nothing else can buy. So if you're really interested or if you really want the MI Protect, then it should be a deciding factor for you. So who should buy what? For general people who don't play a lot of high-end games and use basic apps like Facebook and WhatsApp and want a good camera, Moto G will be perfect for them. For students, tech enthusiasts, and anyone who uses their phone a lot, Redmi Note 3 is the best choice. If you're looking for a phone that performs very smoothly for a very long time, then once again Redmi Note 3 is the choice for you. If it comes to my preference, I would choose Redmi Note 3 over Moto G any day. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you like it. If you do, hit that like button and stay tuned to us by subscribing to our channel. I'll catch up with you in my next video. Until then, have a nice day.